Mina Kimes, ESPN's NFL Live. Her thoughts on Todd Monken hiring for the Browns.
I know people point to his success in Baltimore and they'll say, well, he had Lamar Jackson. No doubt. Y'all know I'm as big a fan of Lamar and his impact on defenses as anyone. But I also watched that offense really closely the last 2 years. And you guys, I'm sure, would agree, it was incredibly creative. There's a reason why he got so much more out of the passing game than Greg Roman did, quite frankly. I thought in terms of using different personnel groupings, the way he used motion to crack things open for the receivers who are, it's not the best group in the league. And the play-action passing attack were all excellent. I'm excited to see what he does with Harold Fannin Jr., given his success with Andrews and likely in Baltimore. The quarterback, of course, is the huge question here. But if they are going to go young, I do think it is valuable that he had recent success in college. So, again, I'm not saying this was a slam dunk hire. I don't know. But just from purely the perspective of the offense, Todd Monken is very good.
Yeah, having Lamar Jackson is one thing. He elevated Lamar Jackson's play. Lamar Jackson was better in the pocket with him. He just was.
Well, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. I think Todd Monken deserves a bunch of credit for that. Lamar became a better passer with Todd Monken. He had an MVP year their first year together. Then the Ravens had a historical offense in 2024. And I thought Lamar should have won an MVP that year. And it wound up going to Josh Allen. So, yeah, I think Monken deserves credit for that. I agree with Zay Flowers. I mean, he was a high pick, but he still had a good, has had a good career under Monken. Isaiah Likely really blossomed. He's one of my favorite guys on that offense. And I think Mina makes a good point when she talks about Todd Monken's recent success in history in college, right? At Georgia, won back-to-back national championships. I think the Browns really valued that when they were looking at the whole puzzle of all these candidates, right? I think they liked that Monken. I know they liked that Monken was there recently, within the last 4 or 5 years, had success. He knows some of the college game. He knows some of these young college players. He obviously can relate to them. So I think that was key in this hiring.
Yeah, the other thing was Georgia was a defensive dominant team that's offense kind of blew up when Todd Monken took it over.
Yeah, I mean, we know he can put the system together. We know he can call plays. I've seen a lot of made of the 4th and 1 sneak with Mark Andrews, lines up under center and then does a sweep for the touchdown in that game in Cleveland. Now, it's a great play call, right? Now, it never comes down to one call, but there's plenty of examples of that. And the Ravens had a bunch of success, and Monken's had a bunch of success wherever he has been. It's just been in that coordinator role. Now he has to translate that here and help fix the offense and then be that stabilizing force at the top of the organization.